Hello, everybody. Nice to see you virtually. Thank you for joining on this amazing World Meditation Day. So we'll just wait another minute or so, see if anyone else chooses to join, and then we'll get started on raising our vibration. So I hope you've all been well and enjoying your weekends. I've actually been teaching a Reiki course all day, so my vibration is already skyrocketing. I'm away with the fairies, so this is going to be a fun webinar and meditation where we go off into the cosmos. I'm looking forward to it very much. Okay, so I guess everyone who's chosen to spend the evening with us is here. So let's get on with things. So yeah, welcome, World Meditation Day. How fantastic. So just imagine right now how many people around the world are thinking about meditation or actually doing meditation. Already in itself, that's going to start to raise the energy as more people's vibration through their thoughts, through their actions of meditation, will start collectively raising not their own, only their own vibration, but also the vibration of everyone around them. So I thought I'd start off by explaining a little bit about raising our vibration, raising our energy, and how meditation plays a part in that. I think for most people who start meditating, even though it is a struggle at the beginning, and it's a struggle for everybody at the beginning, but those of us who persevere find such huge benefits in meditation. And the reason for that is not only the effects of calming the mind, relaxing the body, but energetically, it actually raises your frequency. It raises the information you are putting into your energy field. And we know when we look at Telsa here, he says, if you wish to understand the universe, just think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So for us to understand, you know, not only us as people, as having a life experience, but also how we affect the people around us, how we affect the atmosphere around us, how we affect the planet, the collective consciousness and the universal consciousness through our thoughts, actions, deeds, our connection to spirituality, through the environments we set to ourselves, is really, really interesting. And we can take responsibility for our energy and where we are in relation to being high or low vibration, because we know that we're putting that out into the universe. So when we come to meditation, I like to always think of it as a practice to raise my vibration in service of myself, and also in service of my fellow humans and the cosmic consciousness. So what is vibration? Why am I so obsessed with vibration? Any of you who've come to see me for one of my 30-minute free consults or come for a treatment know how much I talk about vibration, because that's all there is. We are just vibrating molecules. And so vibration is actually defined as a state of being, or an energetic quality of a person, a thought, a place, or a thing. Everything has a vibrational state of being. And when we come and just accept that, we can take real responsibility for where our energy is. We know, because science has told us, that everything is made up of molecules vibrating at different speeds. So once we accept that we are molecules vibrating, our thoughts are just vibrations in themselves, our actions create vibrations, and everything around us is also vibrational, then we just can understand our impact on ourselves and our impact in the world in general. So vibrations are usually one of two speeds. They can be fast or slow, and their frequency can be high or low, and they can be expanded or contracted. So every thought, every word, every action, every deed in our environment, all of these things are going to be fast, slow, high, low, expanded or contracted. And of course, the higher frequency we have, the more expanded our frequency, the faster our frequency, the more wonderful things we're going to attract into our life, and the more we're going to raise the frequency of ourselves and those around us. So our personal vibration comes from various ways. So we know from the ancient yogis and wisdom keepers that we have an aura. But quantum physics and science has now proven this. And so whether we call it an aura or a biomagnetic energy field, we have a field of personal energy all around us. And so this is our personal state, our personal energy state, or our personal vibration. And it's a blend of expanded and contracted frequencies. And these frequencies are constantly being transmitted. This is why it's really important to watch your thoughts, watch your feelings, watch the emotions, watch the actions, and pay attention to what information you are pushing into your energy field. And it's all an inside job. You are completely 100% responsible for your vibration. And you need to know that your natural state of vibration is actually high vibration. So if you are naturally in a state of high vibration, it doesn't take that much to stay there. And so you're not thinking about anything negative, your vibration will return to its natural state. So we don't have to fill our life with affirmations and positive thinking and all these other practices. We simply have to stay away from negative stuff. That in itself will be enough to keep our personal vibration high. So I hope you're seeing the magic in all of this, because it blows my mind. I spent years pointing fingers and blaming people for how I was feeling, blaming situations for being unfair or calling myself unlucky. And it's just not the case. I was just looking at things negatively. I was putting all my energy into what I didn't have or what was not good, coming from a place that the voice inside my head was so critical of myself. The way I would speak to myself was so unkind. So all these things were actually just pulling me further and further and further away from my natural state, which is to be a state of high vibration. And at the center of us, at that consciousness level, at that soul level, we are simply high vibrational light beings. And just connecting to that part of yourself is enough to keep your vibration high. And we know that when we're high vibration, we attract high vibration things back to us, and we can collectively change the vibration of our surroundings. So you yourself can decide, to take action and just raise your vibration by bringing all this amazing feelings of joy, of love, being grateful, seeing the beauty in things. Just take the responsibility and take action, and just stay away from the negative thoughts. Those negative thoughts, their only purpose is going to be to bring you down. And that is not a fun place to be. As I said, I've just finished teaching a Reiki course today, so I am completely away with the fairies. My vibration is so high and I feel amazing. After 8 hours of solid teaching, I feel incredibly enlivened, incredibly enriched, and super, super kind of happy and bouncy, as you can probably see. And this is because I spent my whole day in high vibration. So it feels good to be up here in my bliss state. So why would I want to take myself down? So this is definitely an inside job. Everything is your responsibility. And if you keep your vibration high, watch how your life just infinitely gets better into a sustained, fulfilled, happy state of being. And that is where the magic is in life. Life does really become beautiful and easy. So I talked a little bit already about the collective vibration. So what does this mean? Like you'll sometimes hear, especially if you're on kind of lists or mailing lists, or you're members of groups and you have all these alerts and notifications. We talk about this collective consciousness. And we sometimes hear, the collective consciousness is taking a download right now. You'll hear all these kind of terms about this collective vibration or collective consciousness. The collective consciousness is effectively the vibration of all humans on Earth. So this is what collective vibration means. But not only all humans, it actually is all sentient beings, all things add to this collective vibration on planet Earth. And so when we change our vibration, we must have an effect on planet Earth's collective vibration as well. And there's been quite a lot of studies done in this respect, and this is what fascinates me. So it's been proven through research that it takes just 1% of a population to raise the vibration of that entire population. So you know what it's like. Sometimes someone will walk into a room and they will completely change the atmosphere, whether that's for good and they bring it up, or whether that's for bad and they just bring that atmosphere down. It doesn't take much for someone with a strong, expanded energy to raise or lower the population in the room. So we have all been in these situations and felt it happen. And maybe we're even responsible for that change in a room ourselves. And it was really interesting. There was a study done in Philadelphia. Philadelphia actually had the highest crime rate in the States when this study was done. And what this study showed was that so what they did, they put meditators in Philadelphia Central Police Station, and these meditators spent a whole month just meditating. The crime rate came down. Once they stopped meditating, the crime rate went back up to its original levels. It's an incredible study to show how simple something like meditating can change a whole city. It's just amazing. So don't underestimate the power when you meditate. It's not a selfish practice, it's a selfless practice, because as your vibration expands and grows and heightens, as does that around you. So the power of us as humans is phenomenal. And take responsibility for that. The next time you have a negative thought, the next time you speak unkindly to yourself in your mind, pay attention, because that frequency is going into your energy field, and that energy field is affecting the collective vibration on Earth. Now, this is a really interesting thing for me. I've lived in Thailand a long time. Thailand is almost like my second home. It's a place I go, I feel very comfortable. I live there for years at a time. It's my base when I'm not really sure where I want to go or what I want to do. Well, I was there when the bomb went off on the main road called Sukhumvit in Bangkok. This bomb went off in a temple, which is a working temple, but it's also very popular with tourists. It did injure and I believe kill a couple of people. Now, this is a picture I put on screen of Sukhumvit. This is what Sukhumvit looks like every day. It's hectic and crazy. So the bomb had a very devastating effect. Now, I know if this happened in the UK or the States or another country in Europe, we would have sent out the armed forces. That area would have been cordoned off. It would have been all negative, be scared, fear, afraid, hide in your houses, all of this. Look what Thailand's response was. All the monks in Bangkok came together. They sat on the Sukhumvit Road and they prayed. I'm going goosebumpy just seeing this picture again. It's just incredible. They looked at a terrible, devastating situation, and instead of causing fear, they rose the vibration of that city. They removed the negative, low vibrations caused by a single person acting alone, and they changed everything. The fear wasn't there. I certainly wasn't afraid to walk around Bangkok city centre. It was absolutely a phenomenal thing. So don't underestimate the power of a collection of people, just 1% of a population, completely changing the energy of a place. So we've talked a bit about personal vibration, about the collective vibration on here on planet Earth. And now we also have the universal vibration. So our vibration naturally connects to the universal energy. The universal energy is all that is. It's inexplainable. It's everything that's all around us all the time. Whether science calls it, you know, dark matter, or we call it, you know, God. Really, it doesn't matter what we say the name of this universal energy is, but it's there all the time. And what we do know, especially from studies from Einstein and Planck in the 1950s, when they were studying this information in the surrounding area, we know that there is information throughout this universe, and we know it has intelligence, and Einstein proved this. And so the universe responds and reciprocates, you know, and life flows and doors open when we connect to it. It is the law of attraction, but it's everything. So we put out the frequency of the things that we want. We cannot help but get that thing back. It's impossible not to. If you put out a pure frequency for something, it will connect to that pure frequency in the universe. Einstein actually called this universal vibration and universal energy spooky, because he couldn't understand how everywhere has intellect and information, and it changes and responds to our personal frequency. So as you guys know, who have seen me in person, we never argue with Einstein, right? So he knew his stuff, and he proved it back in the 1950s. So what happens is when you connect your personal vibration to the universal vibration, everything that is not in alignment with you will naturally leave your life. This includes situations and people. And what you will attract instead are things that align with your life, that are there to enrich you, that you can have an equal energy exchange with. So this is why meditation is so important in our lives, and any other way that you choose to raise your personal frequency. So I love this quote by Eckhart Tolle. He says, "You are not in the universe, you are the universe." And even though that sounds so dramatic, it's absolutely true. And this is when in meditation, you know, sometimes you maybe get a bit of a swaying feeling or a whooshing feeling. That is us connecting. We are expanding, contracting in tune with the universal energy. Today in my Reiki course, it was phenomenal to see these wonderful people practicing Reiki and feeling the connection, not only to their own energy, but to the energy of others and the universal energy through the Reiki. It was just an incredible experience today. So how does meditation then affect our vibrations? So we understand that we're responsible for it, that what we put out, we're going to change the collective consciousness, and we can also receive back from the universe. So how does meditation help with this? Well, it's a great way to instantly raise your vibration. It's one of those quick fixes we've got. And the reason is because when we're meditating, we're in the now. The past and future are only constructs of our minds. The past no longer exists. It's just memories of the past. The future is just a story we're making up because we have no idea, out of the gazillion potentials that could happen, what the outcome will be. Yes, sometimes we think, yeah, we're 99% sure. We may even say we're 100% sure. But anything could happen between now and the future to change that. So we have no 100% surety what's going to happen in the future. It is just a story. The only truth is right now, this present moment. And truth is really high vibrational. So meditating brings us into the present moment, and we resonate with the frequency of truth. Meditation also calms our nervous system. It activates our parasympathetic system. It improves our moods and gives us feeling of peace, calmness, relaxation. These are all naturally high vibrational states of being as well. So being in the moment, connecting with truth, and feeling a calmness and relaxation and peace come over us, raise our vibration instantly. So don't underestimate even 5 minutes of meditation. So I just wanted to show you this picture. So Chilean photography has been around for a really long time. And here's a picture of a man before he meditated and after he meditated. Oh, I think that one should say after meditation, my mistake, sorry. That should say after, oops, that should say after. So the first picture is before and the second picture is after. So what's really interesting here is it's showing his aura or his biomagnetic energy field. And look how the, look how it's raised on that second picture. It's just incredible. So sitting, doing some meditation completely changed this gentleman's energy. So when he finished meditation, he was in a state of high vibration and will have had a massive effect on everyone who crossed his path that day. So I hope that's given you a bit of information and insight into how our personal vibration is connected to everything, how we are completely responsible for where our vibration is, and how meditation can help raise you there really quickly. So guys, now it's time for you to meditate, and we'll do a meditation today where I'm going to guide you through a really beautiful journey of visualizations and take you into connecting with your own vibration, with your consciousness, and moving you out to connect with the expanded consciousness of the universe. So make yourself comfortable right now. If you want to sit cross-legged, that's fine. This meditation is probably between 30 and 35 minutes. So make sure you're sitting somewhere where you can have a nice straight spine. But if it's not comfortable to cross your legs, then please place both feet on the floor and sit on a chair. That's absolutely fine. You are welcome to lay down, but if you do so, please place your hands on your tummy so you feel the rise and fall of your belly, or place your fingers in Jhana Mudra so that you can have some connection and not fall asleep. So I'm just going to give you a few minutes now to find yourself in a completely comfortable position for meditation. Are there any questions before we begin? All right. So wherever you are, just finding yourself in a really nice state of comfort. And start connecting to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling normally and naturally. Just feeling the air enter and leave your body. So no judgment, no control. Just breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. This meditation is designed to elevate yourself and allow you to access higher consciousness. You may consider higher consciousness to be the universal collective consciousness, super consciousness, source itself, the creator, or God, whatever works for you. And I'll guide you on this journey, and as you settle in and settle down, simply acknowledge the process ahead. We want to arrive in the now, at this very minute. But if you try to jump ahead in the process of awakening, you will risk a spiritual bypassing a false awakening that only goes to strengthen the ego. So trust the process and take each moment as each moment arrives. And on the next breath, as you exhale, simply allow yourself to relax completely. Notice what you're bringing into this meditation session. You may still be distracted. So with one long, deep inhale all the way down to your belly, exhale noise. Let silence settle over you like a cool, calm mist. Bring your mind back from the past if you notice that you were somewhere or sometime earlier today. And bring your mind back from thoughts of the future. Bring yourself back from thoughts that are dwelling on someone else or on yourself. You are here. You are here now. Feel how you're being supported by the floor or chair. You are safe. Bring awareness to each breath as the air touches your nose and leaves through your lips. Take in another long, deep breath and feel the breath inside you. And as you exhale, count for 3 heartbeats. Let your breath take its time to leave your body, making the exhale longer than the inhale. So be here now. Continue to bring awareness closer to you and let the breath flow steadily. Feeling energy settle, thoughts settle like dust after the wind. And every time the mind wanders off, simply label it as thinking, just like a train in the countryside. Allow thoughts to pass in front of your eyes. Let the carriages carry away the burden of thinking, the weight of the day. Let the noise become rhythmic and fade to quiet again. Breathing in and out. The breath is constant. Thoughts come and go, and as thoughts travel away, leaving space behind, allow spaciousness to fill your mind now. Inhale quiet, exhale noise. And when the next train of thoughts passes by, it leaves a trail of vapor now. And you hear the rhythmic sounds of thoughts going off into the distance, shrouded in the mist. And even after the train has gone and all is quiet again, the mist, the vapor from the train slowly circulates around you. And as the mist continues to rise, it muffles all sounds. And you become more aware of the sounds of your heartbeat, the feeling of your breath, as your and you start to feel greater space and silence inside as well as outside. And now the mist starts to evaporate. You feel the surface beneath you has slowly transformed into a soft, floating, light cloud. Misty light surrounds you. Wisps of vapor around you. All solid matter has dissolved. No walls, no barriers. All earthly concerns start to fade from your mind's eye as you float on this cloud. And you start to remember again what it's like to simply be. Breathe in and out. And approach each moment as every breath arrives to you. Now feel the network of energy expand around you, a grid of light beams. Begin to feel the idea of oneness. As you inhale, experience every breath as if it was the first and the last breath. Spontaneous creation. Inhale and exhale. And as you go more deeply into a moment by moment existence, each moment appears and disappears just like the breath that enters and exits your body. Before this moment is nothing, and after this moment is nothing. And as you get an idea of how living in the moment might be, what falls away from you? As you embrace more of each moment, what freedom do you create for yourself? And you may feel a subtle or stronger shift of resistance giving way to acceptance, to peace, dissolving the future, dissolving the past, and feel yourself surrounded by this ocean of energy. This liquid light consciousness. Feel yourself dip your toes in and go further and further. As you feel yourself now surrounded by white light awareness. And as I count down now from 5 to 1, surrender as much as you wish. Surrender is not defeat. It is the purest, most egoless acceptance of what is now. And 5, bring in awareness to the ocean of energy circling your being, vibrating and glowing. And 4, feel the rest of the material world dissolve into this liquid lake, pure consciousness pulsating. And 3, all beings are gone and only you remain. The light shines brighter and infuses your being, tingling with higher vibrations. And 2, feel the light all on your being. As solid becomes liquid and liquid becomes pure light. And 1, feel the light infuse and flood your being, the most healing light. The membrane of self is gone. At the very moment, this moment replaces the breath, the physical self fades and disperses. And so allow yourself to enter this utter state of flow. Feel a super consciousness connect you, uplift you, And you may receive this as octaves of notes, each note perfect and brilliant, piercing the collective consciousness. You may feel this as vibrations, as frequencies, feeling your energetic self like an electric battery. A swirling, shift-shaping pattern of millions of colors. And there is no more I, no me, no self, no other. All is one. Feeling masculine and feminine intertwine. Feel the vibrations, the light and love lift as you merge deeper into oneness. There is no self. There is no other. You are all. We are one. As energy conjoins, ebbs and flows, and in this state of oneness, feel total benevolence. Feel a purity of being, limitless love. There is no fear, no prejudice, no anger. Simply realize that you are part of an unlimited source of giving and receiving. Now allow your sense of consciousness to swim in abundance. There is no more I want. There is no lack, no needs. Anything that was in lack is now in fullness, abundance. No sense of ownership, because all already is in this light. And all that is within you. You are not in the universe. You are the universe. And as you settle into this inner peace, you start to realize that any time, safely or securely, wholeness can exist. There is no anxiety, no depression, no numbing, no pain. Every moment is perfect. All is one in this liquid light. And in this state of oneness, there are no barriers, no blocks, no competition. You are free. There is no time, no future, no past. Any desire to correct or change the past now sits in a state of peace. Any drive to charge into the future is now calm and safe in the moment, calm and safe. After each second passes, the moment returns to the ocean of collective consciousness. And you may start to realize that happy ever after only exists on a moment-to-moment basis. As you continue to connect to the grid of consciousness, however it manifests for you, whether an ocean, a network, a light, colors, notes, or vibrations, connect to this grid of consciousness now. And the deeper you go into this process, the more you become witness to yourself. There is no waiting, no desire, nothing more to achieve, nothing more to own, nothing more to be. You are everything in this moment. You may be aware of multiple perspectives at once as you become aware of every beating heart on earth, every life form on every planet. Start to feel your consciousness expand as your consciousness is scattered like stardust throughout the universe. Now you notice a mist near you. And through that mist, you notice something or someone or some vision coming towards you. This is your soul intelligence. So allow your soul intelligence to come forward to you now. Allow your soul to speak. Allow your energetic being to guide you. Connect to the super conscious now and take a few moments to download any learnings, any healing, any wisdom, any answers you are ready to receive from your soul intelligence now. And just as life in a dream and this dream within a dream will soon end, but the experiences, the learnings, the upgrades, and the wisdom will all remain in your subconscious. And as this meditation now comes to an end, know that every time you connect to your higher self, it will get easier and easier. You will go further and further into awakening your higher consciousness, bringing back more and more into this life, bringing with you greater peace, healing, and wholeness into your everyday life. Now bringing your attention back to your breath. And now to the sensations of your physical body. Making any movements with your fingers, your toes, any body stretch. And whenever you feel ready, gently blinking your eyes open. So, I hope you're all feeling connected, spacey, and enjoying the feeling of a higher vibration. Cool. So does anyone have any questions, anything they'd like to share? Feel free to just speak. Right. So yeah, I've just left on screen some of the things. I'm so spacey now. I've just left on screen some of the things that I'm up to over the next month or so, the next 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, feel free to contact Illuminations to get more information on everything that's going on for the rest of May and for June. I have some amazing things, including a feminine power workshop. I've got my brand new meditation certified course and my brand new crystal healing and chakra balancing certified course coming up. Really excited for that. And on the 24th of June, it's going to be amazing. We're having a half day, an evening, strawberry moon circle retreat, which will include a very beautiful dinner at the farm. We'll be doing meditation workshops and some practices to harness the full moon lunar energy. And we have a special guest, Amanda Lee Falconberg, who is a composer of a symphony called The Moons, which she connected with the astronauts and scientists of NASA. And between them, they came up with the sounds and the spiritual connections and the vibrations of each of the moons in our galaxy. And she'll be speaking about that and playing some of her music and talking about her journey spiritually and creatively with us during that retreat on the 24th. It's going to be magical. And then I have Reiki courses as well. So please feel free to come see me for either a free consultation, or if you fancy some energy healing or any of the other things I do. So does anyone want to say anything, or are we all ready to just go and be zen? All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It's always such a pleasure to connect with you virtually and in person. So enjoy the rest of your evening and have a wonderful Saturday tomorrow, and hopefully see you all somewhere soon. So namaste and thank you.